What's up, Teen Talk fam? It's your host, B. Shaw, and I'm here with
Your boy DJ Day Day in the building.
Miss KK?
Deshaun B.
And young Shinobi Kev, man.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I want to thank everyone listening right now. Joining us now on the show is Tyrese Ross, a student athlete at Clark Atlanta University and the founder of V.E.L Clothing. Thank you so much for joining us today. How you feeling?
Thank you. I'm feeling good today. Another Saturday. I'm getting ready to head back to Atlanta. We start school February 1st, and I report back January 27th. So I'm just getting everything ready to go back.
You excited to come back?
Yeah, I am. It's been a long year, 2020. We did school online, so I'm excited to go back.
How do you like it being in Atlanta?
It's different. It's a lot of culture. It's a lot of inspiration. I see a lot of Black entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of Black folks out there in in Atlanta, right? Yeah.
It's a lot of successful leaders in the community and present everywhere. So I love it down there.
Sorry.
That's good. I'm gonna get into my first question. What does V.E.L mean?
So V.E.L is for visionary, extraordinary, and legendary, and it's a clothing brand based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's just a clothing brand to inspire everyone to be the best versions of themselves.
I like that. That's definitely a good message, especially in today's times, 2020.
What was the name of the brand? What was the name of the brand one more time? That was hard. That was like
V.E.L Clothing, visionary, extraordinary, and legendary clothing.
visionary, extraordinary, and legendary.
Yes,
That's hard. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I got to get you guys a shirt. You guys let me know your sizes when we done. So I definitely shoot you guys.
I got you.
Sure, for sure.
We appreciate that over here at Teen Talk. I'm gonna get into my next question. So, you're a college athlete. How has COVID-19 impacted your experience?
It has impacted my experience in every aspect. Classroom, field. We actually couldn't be in the classroom last spring and last fall, so we were in school online. I was in Las Vegas, taking my class, and then on the field, we couldn't meet in person, so we had to do like our workouts and stuff, from home, and we didn't have a season, and we didn't have a spring season last year. I just been away from everybody. Everybody's been isolated.
It's definitely tough, man. It's strange times. I've never seen anything like this. And also, so back when you were playing in person and everything, what was your favorite part about playing with your teammates on the field?
I say the bond, brotherhood that was established. I've been playing with the same guys for about 2 to 3 years straight, and I feel like we were building lifelong friendships from all that we went through being on the field and off the field. So, just being with my brothers, honestly.
That's big. A lot of people don't realize it's not just football. You're not just going out there and playing a game. Like, you really forming a family and bonding brothers. So I like that. How do you balance being a student athlete and a business owner? Do you ever become overwhelmed? And if you do, how do you stop stressing?
I'd say the best way that I've handled it was, just prioritizing my time. Being a student athlete, that's, waking up at 6 a.m, going to class, going to meetings, going to your workouts, and then doing homework. And then in my free time, here I'm a barber, and I also have a clothing brand, but I have a good team. I have good people around me. So the people that I spend my time with and what I spend my time doing ultimately determines how successful I'm going to ultimately become.
I want to ask you a question, Tyrese. So how important is your team to your success? Like, I feel like every successful person, their team is like, the backbone of their success, right?
Yes. So I give it up to my family. I have a great support system. I wouldn't be here without my mom, without my grandma. I have, siblings who support me, my little brother. So honestly, I would not be here without my support system. So, my team is.
Real. That's real right there. Yeah. Yes, sir.
You mentioned how you like to prioritize your time to make sure you get the best out of life. What advice can you give teenagers who are trying to live a healthy lifestyle and maintain that?
I would just say try to develop good habits. I feel like in middle school and high school, you're going to develop certain habits that's going to carry on through college and through, your life after college. So the best thing you can do is try to, take what your teachers and, coaches and, the people older than you are giving to you because, they've been through it and they're going to guide you on the right path. So, just listen.
I like that. Listen up. Speaking of listening, did you ever have a mentor when you came up?
Yes. I had a few. Lawrence Weekly, that was one of the biggest. I was in the Kappa League, so I had a lot of, mentors in the Kappa League. My coaches, Coach Coop, Coach McNair at Canyon Springs. I really just surrounded myself around just a lot of successful people in the community.
So I have a question. What was some of the best advice that you got growing up as a kid and stuff?
The best advice that I got was, oh man, I got so much good, free game. But I'd probably say, who I surround myself around with. Because I don't have a big circle. I only have a few friends, mostly family, but who I'm around mostly.
That's real, because I feel like when you coming up and you getting like more successful, I feel like you lose a lot of friends and
Yeah,
you're more solo and just more focused. I feel like at
yeah,
that point,
it's crazy because a lot of people want to be, in the mix and they want to be, just a part of everything that's going on, parties and, a lot of distraction, but it's lonely at the top. So you got to kind of, weed all those distractions out, honestly.
that's true. Real talk. Yeah.
Definitely. A lot of people underestimate the power of people around you because they think, oh, I can be successful anyways. But no, these people, if they're not up with you, they're going to bring you down regardless. Miss KK, I know you got something to add. What you want to say?
Yeah, I had a question because as a fellow entrepreneur, that's definitely something that I'm interested in and I'm going to school for and actively trying to pursue. I will say, even though like quarantine and like online schools was a big like learning change for me, it also like opened up more time for me to dabble in my entrepreneurship. So I wanted to ask you, since you are a business owner, did this like online school kind of give you more time to work on your entrepreneurship? Was that one of the benefits to it? Because I can honestly say, yeah, the learning part sucked, the not being with my friends sucked, but it has allowed me to kind of propel my future a little bit faster.
Yes. Now you hit it right on the head. That's exactly what it's done. This pandemic in 2020 allowed me to really slow everything down and just go back to the basics. And I actually launched my business. I launched V.E.L Clothing September 4th, 2020. So it was, right at the end of the summer because all 2020 I had time to just prepare and, get everything situated with
So
what
how's your entrepreneurship journey been? How's it been going so far?
um it's been a learning experience. You have a lot of ups and downs, but for me personally,
Right.
I'm very hard on myself. I'm very hard on myself. So I expect
Right.
more, every week. But it's good. And I just had a pop-up shop this last week. I had a great turnout. So everything's going on course. Everything's going good.
So how did you start like getting into like the clothing brand? Like what was the first step that you took? Because I'm actually interested in that as well.
The first step, honestly, was so V.E.L Clothing isn't my first clothing brand. I had a clothing brand, my senior year of high school, but just being creative, just seeing what you can do different. When you talk about the fashion industry, it's such a flooded market, so you really got to separate yourself, or just be creative. So that was the first thing, just seeing what I can do and what I liked to put together colorways and different, fashion trends that I wanted to see. Just
Oh,
create.
okay. That's hard.
I have a
I
question
like
right
that.
there.
Yeah. And
Um,
yeah, I was just gonna say, KJ, I know you've been wanting to say something. Spit your game, bro.
so I know a lot of people look at the cup as half empty in this whole COVID thing.
Mm-hmm.
Inspired you to really look at it like, okay, this is an opportunity to get it out the mud, to really push it? You feel me?
I at the end of March, when the lockdown first happened, I was on the cruise. I was in the Bahamas for spring break, and when they told me that when I got back from the cruise, like we wasn't going to be in school, I was just like, dang, like all my plans is done. Like you said, the glass half empty. And then when I got back to Vegas and I had a lot of free time on my hands, it was just something that was in me. Just tell you got to make something out of this pandemic. Like you can't let all the outside, stuff steer in a different direction. So it was really just the free time that I had, just making the most out of it.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that if the COVID-19 didn't bring any hustle in you, then it's just not in you. If it didn't bring it out of you, then it's not in you.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like, I mean, it's obviously sad that we can't hang out with our friends and like party and stuff like that. But I feel like not having the distractions that really like inspired my creativity and started me to work hard. So yeah, definitely, it was a blessing and a curse, like young KJ said in the last segment.
Exactly.
Deshaun, I know you got a question. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to touch base on Tyrese's business because I know your branding is excellent. But it's like when it comes to being an entrepreneur, I know a lot of people don't like to trademark their stuff. And I know you are one of those people who are actually trademarked. So can you tell us about how serious it is to really trademark your business on paper before really getting in the street selling?
Oh man, that's honestly one of the biggest things because since we live since we live in a world where technology is instrumental, and social media was basically the foundation of me actually launching my clothing brand. You don't know who's going to see it, and you don't know who can actually steal what you have, or you don't know who can actually look you up and try to get it patented or trademarked or steal your name. So it's like that's the first thing you got to do is protect yourself, protect your business. And I had a lot of good people around me to actually help me with that process.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. It's really important that you protect your brand because, like, there's people who should have just look around. They're vultures and they try to steal whatever drip they can. So if you can legally stop them, that's when you know.
So what's your favorite part of being an entrepreneur? Like some of the advantages, like the good stuff.
I'll say my favorite part right now is I love the creative aspect of just being in the lab, just shooting out ideas. I love think tank. I love when so I call myself a visionary for a reason because
Right.
I really
you like the mastermind
Yeah.
behind the situation.
Yeah, so like just having the vision, having it, start off on paper and just seeing it flourish and seeing it actually come to reality. I say that's the best part.
That's hard, yeah. Okay.
I have a question for you guys, honestly.
What's going on?
Let's hear.
What was you guys' first what was your first impression when you guys seen V.E.L clothing, or how did you see it first?
And actually, I'm not even gonna front. I'm not gonna front. When I when I first came on here and they were like, all right, we're gonna be interviewing, Tyrese, right? And I
Yes.
was like, all right, for sure. I asked what are you doing? They were like, he does the V.E.L clothing. I looked you up, right? And I went
Right.
in and I was like, bruh, this jug hard. This jug cold. Right. And I was like, okay, this dude, he knows where he's going. He knows what he wants to do. And it's just so organized. It's so ahead of its time in the sense of like, all right, it's not gonna be a Gucci, it's not gonna be a Louis. This is straight, like it's its own brand, it's its own self. It's so new,
Yeah, thank you. Anybody else?
Is it like a luxury brand? Like, have you ever thought about going into like high like luxury?
Oh man, I got so many plans, man, so many plans. But right now it's more everyday wear. You know, it's a lot of people who wear it to the gym, but it's just inspirational streetwear.
I would say my impression of it, because I'm studying marketing, so I'm a major in marketing, minor is entrepreneurship. And what I like about it is that it hits a lot of markets. So you have clothing that I can see on babies, clothing that I can see on like teenagers, on 20-year-olds, even 30-year-olds. So that's also very good, especially when it comes to clothing, because if you don't hit your target market right, you won't be able to sell nothing. And you have a brand where it can really be almost like a lifestyle brand where it just fits everybody. So one that I think of off the bat is the God is Dope, which that's another one that hits a lot of different markets. So I think you're on the right track. Like I really
like
love
the
it.
name. God is dope. God is dope. So that's tight.
Yeah. So that's a brand that kind of like went out of control. And again, you can put it on your baby. You can give it to your grandma. You can give it to your auntie. Everybody can wear it. And I can see that for V.E.L.
Thank you.
Definitely.
That's big.
Yeah, keep
I was
grinding.
scrolling through the
Keep
Instagram
grinding,
right
brother.
now.
And for you to
Yeah.
just be coming out, you got face masks, you got the whole kit.
Yeah,
Like the only
he
thing,
got the models. Everything is so organized. Like this is an official brand. It's because a lot of people they want stuff, but they don't know what they need to do to get there. They just like dreaming. But I see it right here. This is real. This is just you just got to keep doing what you're doing. And it's gonna grow.
now
No,
I
thank
I do got a dog, so I would like to
Yeah.
see if we can come out with like some dog clothes. Like I love to put him with some visionary because he walking with a visionary. People need to know that.
No, I got you. I'm definitely write that down. I got you.
You said some dog clothes?
Look, the animal industry be killing. Like people will buy anything for their animals, like cats and dogs. That's a whole nother market right there.
Word to my
People,
mother.
babies, that's
I never thought of that. That's funny. Yeah.
like when you put it on some animals, like now you covering the whole family.
Yeah,
The baby, the dog, the cat. That's where you
It
really
seems like
So I have a question
TikTok's
for
trying
you.
to get everybody to eat.
I
Kayla
have
was
another
talking about the
question.
babies. Deshaun's on the dogs. What's up, Dede?
So how do you balance like playing football and businesses?
So I launched my business in 2020, and we didn't have a season, so I had a lot of free time. And I go back next week, and I'm actually be with the team. I'm gonna be actually like in school, in class. So I really had to like kind of delegate some of the responsibilities to some of my team members that I have working with me,
Right.
and just being optimistic that everybody's gonna hold their weight. But with my free time, that's just the biggest thing. Like with my free time, just staying productive, because it's the difference between being busy and productive. So I'm just gonna try to stay as productive as possible.
That's hard. So actually, the COVID-19 was kind of like a plus for you, right then. Because you started a business, and that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Heck yeah.
Hey, Tyrese, where
Yeah.
can our listeners go to contact you?
So they can follow me on Instagram at ty_b2bg, or you can check out my clothing brand page at V.E.L Clothing, V.E.L Clothing, LV on Instagram. You can also contact me on Facebook, Tyrese Ross on Facebook, and V.E.L Clothing on Facebook as well.
Yeah, we definitely looking forward to those shirts as well.
Sizes so I can have it ready for you before I leave.
I'm a size large. You start with DJ Dede. DJ Dede size large.
I got large. Okay, what else?
Yeah. I actually
We gonna make sure to let you know after the show.
Oh, okay, perfect. Just let me. I got y'all.
Of course.
Man, Tyrese, thank you again so much. It means a lot that you actually, I know you got a busy schedule, you got practice, all that, and you're a student athlete at that. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time and coming to our show. We learned a lot from you. We got inspired to not take COVID as a loss, but make the most of what you can with it. So thanks again, Tyrese.
No, thank you. You guys have a good one. I appreciate you having me.
Of
Thank
course.
you for joining us.
Thank you all for tuning into this Team Talk discussion. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Team Talk Vegas 881. And also check us out at teamtalkvegas.com. If you enjoyed this discussion, continue listening for more interesting topics like